I know what you need from me.
Yo, welcome back to the Specific Person channel. I'm your host, SP, and I've designed this channel to help you guys become what is specifically required to obtain everything that is personally desired. If you're not a current subscriber, do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Click that subscribe button so you get more content from me and, content that's similar from other creators. And if you do us another favor, if you really enjoy this content, give it a thumbs up, because again, that helps you and it helps me. It helps you find more content like this, more content in your news feed related to this topic, or more videos from me. And it helps people like you searching for content like this find it, from me or other creators that are talking about the similar subjects. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started now. Now, this is a quote I heard and it really resonated with me. And it goes, "Don't give permanent energy to temporary things." And it really hit home, because oftentimes in the past, I would let something that's a temporary situation change me and scar me. And then I just hold a grudge, or I'd hold some type of permanent pain associated with something that was temporary. Just like, if you're temporarily unemployed, don't give it permanent energy. Don't let it defeat you permanently. It's just temporary. Our lives are ever changing. Every day is different from the next, even though it may not seem like it. Like some days seem like it's the same day all over again, and it seems like you're living a Groundhog Day type scenario. But every day is a different day, and every day it's your birthday. It's a new you. It's a new version of yourself that's different from the day before. So that's why you can't give permanent energy to temporary situations, because everything is ever changing. And, just like if you're working to manifest a specific person or a relationship with a specific person, you can't keep permanent energy towards the fact that they're ghosting you, or the fact that they did something that wasn't too kosher to you in the past, because that's going to make temporary situation be permanent, because you're constantly giving those temporary situations permanent energy. So basically, you are sabotaging your own desires, how it manifests, or when it'll manifest, how long it takes, and the nature of the manifestation, and the version of the SP that you're manifesting by you giving permanent energy to something that's temporary. Like a lot of times, people will give energy to a third party. Third parties are temporary. So don't give permanent energy to a third party, because, especially in this day and age, people, they change relationships or change people like we change underwear, and it's just, that's the current state of affairs. I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying that's really, that's a thing that's running rampant in this modern society. So as I stated before, if you have a desire, and even if things aren't looking right, or things aren't lining up, and you're having a quote unquote bad day, or you're having a bad moment, don't let it take your permanent energy. Don't put your permanent focus on something so bad, because if you notice, oftentimes when we give permanent energy to something, we can manifest the worst things that we truly don't desire. Like when people keep, being fixated on death, and they keep talking about death and how bad their life is, that they just want to die. And then, that person dies, and they're like, oh, and then it may seem like they're prophetic, like, oh, they predicted their own death. No, if you keep focusing on it, you keep talking about it, it's going to happen, That's why you'll see some people will die, and then you'll go back and you'll listen to conversations or artists, you'll listen to their music, and that's all they talk about is death, dying, And it's because they were given permanent energy to temporary things. They were given permanent energy to the temporary hurt, or the temporary situations that was causing the hurt. And therefore it manifested in a very tragic way. That's why they say a lot of people die before their time, because you can will things into your life that aren't supposed to be there at that time, because maybe you still had a lot of purpose to fulfill. But by you being so fixated on the hurt, you couldn't see past it. You couldn't see greater. You couldn't see the things to be grateful for, that you're still alive every day, that you have another day to make a better situation. Forget yesterday. Yesterday is the past. You can't go back. You can't go in the time machine and change it. Yeah, you can do the revision technique, if that helps you to move past it so that you won't keep giving it permanent energy. But ultimately, this present moment is what we have the most control over. So therefore, you take advantage of it, and you give permanent energy to the things that you truly want to manifest, the things that will help your life, the things that will help those around you, the things that will help you evolve and become the higher version of yourself. That's what you give permanent energy to. You don't give permanent energy to temporary situation, temporary setbacks, to where it's it's making you feel bad for that moment. You don't give it permanent energy. Like, I had a situation where I had to go to the Better Business Bureau and file a complaint against a company just to get a refund, and I had to go through a lot of stuff. But after I did everything I had to do as far as paperwork and filing everything, make sure I had my proof, I let it go, and I said everything always works out for me better than I expected, even better than I anticipated. Everyone and everything are playing their key roles in the process of my desires. The universe works in wonderful ways always, and it got resolved. I got a full refund, and everything worked out. So, it worked out great. So that's why I say, don't give permanent energy to temporary situations, because things are ever changing in this world, and you have a purpose, you have a destiny to fulfill, you have a path to walk. And you can't get derailed and stay derailed. Yeah, we all fall off the bike, but getting back on the bike and riding to the finish line is what really counts, And the lesson that you learn when you fell off the bike, like, okay, I guess I won't ride it that way, or I guess I won't do that, or I guess I won't try to do a trick on the bike. Like the things that you learn from your falls, from your failures, that's what you take with you. But you always keep that permanent energy of abundance, of success, of love, of complete happiness, fulfillment. And that'll take you over the hump. So till next time, guys, keep loving your heart, peace on your path, and don't give permanent energy to temporary situations. And again, I believe I heard that quote from Earn Your Leisure. I was watching that episode on YouTube. Go check those guys out. Great content. But anyway, SP out.